Yacht EV, this is Bremen Rescue and Channel 16. Good morning.
Good morning. It would be perfect if they could meet us within the next hour or two.
Sailing vessel EV, this is Bremen Rescue and Channel 16.
This is sailing vessel Evie.
Are you still sailing? Is it possible for you to sail?
Yes, it's possible for sail. We are going 3 knots for sail right now, so we can continue through the night and maybe get in close to Borkum.
That's totally possible. Then I would say try to sail as long as possible, and we can give you a tow assistance when you're close to Borkum in the morning or over the day.
Before we got that far, we start by entering the Kiel Canal. It's May 17th, it's sunshine, and we are also excited about finally being out of Denmark and sailing south. Waiting next to those really big ships in the lock, you can easily feel a little bit small. The Kiel Canal is one of the easiest locks to go through because they have these floating pontoons, so you can just jump off your boat, tie up, and then float up or down with the water level. Selvom Billy er glad for at møde de andre, så er der én ting, som gør ham lidt trist. As we are closing in on Hamburg, we sail past all the really big shipyards that build these huge mega yachts. And then we stop for 2 nights in Hamburg to do some provisioning and see the city. Has to look good.
Und ist sehr schönes.
Ja. Oh, mit dem Pommes.
We enjoyed the local German cuisine, especially a few of the crew members couldn't pass up on the opportunity to get some junk food. We posted this picture on a Facebook group, and some people thought it was photoshopped, but here is what really happened, as promised. So we just took a big wave, and apparently something is not quite tight because everything is closed, but still a lot of salt water got in, and even my bed sheets are all wet. Damn you, Torben! Sailing in the North Sea started out with lots of sunshine, wind from the side, and calm sailing. We were watching movies in the cockpit. The sailing quickly changed as a thick fog rolled in, and we couldn't see anything, but we could clearly hear all the foghorns from the many ships around us hidden in the fog. Fog is a common phenomenon in the North Sea, and it wasn't mentioned in the weather report. Having both AES and radar makes sailing a lot easier and less scary in these conditions. When an engine that is supposed to run stops running, the silence is really loud. And combine that with thick fog, no wind, and a pitch black night in the middle of the North Sea.
Du kan godt se det der helt usmurt ind i olie derovre, ikke? I forhold til den anden, der er helt tør, så det er jo kommet ud den side, og det er jo kommet ud op over bundkarret.
Nej, Isabella.
Hvad siger hun?
Skal vi have en ny motor?
Nej, det tror jeg ikke, vi skal, Isabella. Jeg tror bare, vi skal have lavet den. Selvom vi skal, så er det sådan, det er jo.
In the middle of the night, our engine dumped all its oil into the engine room. Torben had an idea it was the filter, but the conditions with little wind currents, fog and darkness made it unsafe to try taking the engine apart, and we chose to call the rescue service to get a tow into Borkum to investigate, as Borkum is a very difficult marina to enter with no engine power, strong current with us and a wind against us.
Yacht EV, this is Bremen Rescue and Channel 16. Good morning.
Good morning. It would be perfect if they could meet us within the next hour or two.
EV, this is Bremen Rescue. If you want them to meet you within the next hour or two, give me a call half an hour before you want to have them, then I will call the boat, and I think until it will be at your position, it takes around about an hour from your position now.
Hvorfor forstår jeg det?
At du skal give et kald en halv time før du gerne vil have, at han ringer til dem, eller et eller andet. Det tager en time før, fra han ringer til de er hos os nu. Og hvis jeg siger, så må du gerne kalde dem nu.
But if you call them now, they would be at our position in 1.5 an hour?
If I call the boat now, it will be at your actual position in an hour.
Then please call them now or within the next half hour.
Okay, sir, I will do so, and then I will send you the boat to pick you up to Borkum.
Thank you.
They used 2 boats of different size to get us all the way into the marina. It turned out Torben was right. The oil filter was leaking, so he changed it. We cleaned up the oil in the engine room, and then we sailed on towards the Netherlands.
Yeah.
The last time we visited Borkum, it was stormy and freezing, so our experience wasn't good. But this time it was sunny, full of life, and we left it with a better feeling but last time. But then I think Torben checked on the engine about 100 times over the next few days just to make sure. From Borkum to Delfzijl, we had the best weather with 15 knots of wind from the side, the current was with us, and we had clear blue sky, and we were flying along with 9 knots over ground.
På den positive måde.
Ja. Ja, der er en sort stribe ned lige før den, der er der et hul, vi lukker på. Ja, Karina?
Ja.
På venterebet vil jeg godt have hernede.
Ja.
We are officially in Holland through the first lock. Den ligger lidt dybt i vandet.
Det er den der.
Men det kan godt være, at den skal gøre det. Altså klamperne er stadig over.
Jeg synes, den er godt noget helt derovre.
The next morning we had a wet, thundering sail to Groningen. But the weather got nice again, and we spent 3 days exploring the city. We were quite surprised at the light spirit and how many people were in the streets, coming straight from Germany where the streets were completely empty because of Corona. We are leaving Groningen and we are headed for Dorkum today. It's about 35 kilometers, I think. We're going to sail and then stay the night, and then tomorrow we move the last 15-20 kilometers to Leeuwarden. I hope I pronounced it right. We love these channels. They're absolutely adorable, and it's so cozy just seeing the houses and people's backyards, and it's just amazing.
Der er åkander på land. Se.
Det er ikke åkander, skal jeg. Hej. We are going the convoy style. There's 2 boats behind us also. You have to book these bridges 3 days in advance because of Corona. So we booked 3 days ago, waited the weekend, and now it's Monday morning. It's 9:30 and we are going through in like 3 or 4 boats after each other. And this little operator guy, he's like using his bicycle to go from bridge to bridge to open it for us. So we wait a little bit between each. That's a funny system. Yeah.
Kommer der en til båd?
This is just so cozy. It's just the most charming city. And the Bob.
Nogen lille bror har bestemt et tidspunkt, hvor de lukker det.
Men er det ikke hyggeligt?
Ja, sådan. Der er duer. De kommer til at få en oplevelse. Hej. Ej, hyggeligt.
Prøv at se det hus der. Look at that house.
Jeg vil ikke.
There was about 15 bridges, and they all opened as we reached them with no waiting time at all. Only this railway bridge had us waiting about 10 minutes until the train passed. When you sail through the small towns like this, you almost feel like trespassing. You're looking at people enjoying coffee in their garden, put up their washing clothes or other personal things. But it's also really peaceful and pretty. For.
Nej, for lam.
Ja. Og der er 2 høns, det er kælehøns, der sidder på skødet og bliver nusset.
Ned på 2500 omdrejninger. Det er den her. Det er fint.
My first bridge.
Woohoo! I did the first bridge.
We arrived in Dokkum late afternoon and then went for a walk in the city. We only spent 1 night there as we had an appointment in Leeuwarden the following day. On the next episode, we arrive in Leeuwarden, where we were invited to a barbecue with our patrons Hilda and Laila, and we suddenly had something to celebrate. And we also ended up spending a full week with the two, but more on that to come. Thank you for watching, see you next time.